Welcome to Femora. Don't forget to subscribe for more shocking family drama and jaw-dropping stories. They abandoned me when I was broken. Now they call me our only hope. I still remember the night my life shattered. The memory plays in my head like a cruel movie, one I can't turn off. We sat at the dining table, my father at the head, my mother on his right, and my brother smirking across from me. My younger sister sat quietly, her eyes darting between us, but she said nothing. I had just lost my job. My savings were gone. All I had was hope that my family would stand by me. But instead, my father's voice cut through me like a knife. "You're nothing but a burden," he said coldly. "From now on, you're on your own." My brother chuckled under his breath. "Finally, maybe now you'll stop leeching off us." "Leeching?" I whispered, my voice trembling. "I gave everything I had to this family. How can you—" "Enough!" my father snapped. He slammed his fist on the table. My mother turned her face away, too weak to meet my eyes. I begged them. I cried. I swore I'd do better, work harder, anything. But their faces stayed cold, carved from stone. That night, I was thrown out with nothing but a torn suitcase. The rain poured down as I stood outside, staring at the house I once called home. My chest ached so badly I thought it might burst. My family, those I trusted most, had abandoned me when I needed them the most. And right there, with rain soaking my skin and tears burning my eyes, I made a vow. One day they will regret this. The streets became my home. I learned how cold concrete feels at night, how the wind slices through thin clothes, and how hunger gnaws at your bones. I did anything to survive. I washed dishes in restaurants for scraps of food, carried boxes in warehouses for a few coins, and slept under bridges where no one would see me. Every hunger pang reminded me of my family's cruelty. Meanwhile, my brother flaunted his designer shoes on social media. He posted photos of his new car, his vacations, his laughter. Each picture stabbed me like a blade, but fate threw me a lifeline in the form of a weary old man named Mr. Han. He owned a failing little bookstore, tucked away between two crumbling buildings. One rainy evening, he saw me shivering outside and offered me shelter. "You can work here," he said. "It's not much, but it's honest." I swept the floors, carried boxes of books, and helped customers. Mr. Han wasn't rich, but he treated me like a human being. One day, he patted my shoulder and said, "You're worth more than you think. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise." Those words planted a seed in me. At night, I devoured the books in his shop. Business, finance, self-growth, anything I could get my hands on. That bookstore became my sanctuary, and Mr. Han became my mentor. I whispered to myself in the dark, "One day, I'll rise. And when I do, they'll regret abandoning me." Years passed, and with every book I read, every risk I took, I built myself from nothing. I started a small online business, selling secondhand books from the store. Then I moved into bigger things, importing, investing, creating connections. I failed many times, but I refused to quit. My hunger for survival turned into a hunger for success. Each mistake taught me, each loss sharpened me. Then came the day I never expected. Mr. Han passed away one winter morning, leaving me broken with grief. But in his will, he left me the bookstore, the place that saved my life. I turned that bookstore into my first empire. From one store to 10, then 20. Soon I expanded into real estate and tech investments. The same people who once mocked me began calling me a self-made genius. My mansion stood tall on the hill, shining like a crown above the city. Newspapers praised me. Investors chased me. I had wealth, power, respect. Everything my family said I'd never achieve. And yet, no matter how high I climbed, the memory of that rainy night never left me. The scar of their betrayal was carved into my soul. It happened one morning. My mansion gates buzzed, and the security guard's voice came through the intercom. "Sir, there's a family outside. They say they're related to you." Curious, I stepped out. And when I saw them, my breath caught in my throat. My father, mother, brother, and sister stood outside the iron gates. But they weren't the same as before. Their clothes were shabby. Their faces were pale and sunken. Their eyes no longer shone with pride. My brother's business had collapsed. My father's debts had swallowed everything. My mother looked frail. My younger sister's eyes were filled with silent tears. "Please," my mother whispered, clutching the bars of the gate. "We're family. Help us, family." The same word they had spat on when they abandoned me. My brother forced a smile. "You've done well for yourself, huh? Let's forget the past. We're still blood." My father lowered his pride enough to speak. "We need your help. Give us another chance." I stood there, my heart thundering in my chest. I had waited for this moment for years. I invited them inside, not because I forgave them, but because I wanted them to see. They walked through my marble floors, stared at the chandeliers, the luxury, the empire I had built without them. Their eyes widened with disbelief. At dinner, silence choked the air until I spoke. "Do you remember the night you abandoned me?" My father looked down. My mother wept. My brother forced a laugh. "We were young. We didn't mean it." "You didn't mean it?" I asked, my voice trembling with anger. "You left me to die on the streets. You spat on me when I was nothing. And now you stand here asking for my help?" My father's pride finally cracked. "We were wrong. Please, give us a second chance." But the fire in my chest refused to let me forget. I gave them money for survival, but nothing more. No love, no place in my heart. I told them plainly, "You chose your side years ago. I don't need you anymore." They left my mansion with bowed heads, carrying the weight of their choices, and in that moment, I realized the greatest revenge wasn't shouting or punishment. It was standing tall while they crumbled. That night, I stood by my mansion window, staring at the gates where they had begged. A part of me hurt. A part of me longed for family, but most of me felt free. I whispered into the silence, "I don't need their love anymore. I am enough." The scars of betrayal would always remain, but they no longer controlled me. I had turned pain into power, hunger into success, and abandonment into strength. And deep inside, I knew one truth. Sometimes blood isn't family. Sometimes family is the people who believe in you when you're at your lowest. For me, that was Mr. Han. My family abandoned me when I was poor. Now they beg at my mansion gate, and that is the justice life gave me. Have you ever been abandoned or underestimated by the people you trusted most? And if so, how did you rise above it? Comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more family drama stories. See you in the next video.